Hey guys. So, MAC Satin Taupe, probably their most popular eyeshadow of all time, and it's beautiful. It's like a light brown with sort of a silverish tone to it, and it's a frost finish, I believe, and it's gorgeous, and it looks really nice on most people. However, every time I wore it, I always felt like whatever I was wearing it with didn't look right. I never knew what to pair it with, and I just tried so many different things and I didn't like it. So the way that I would always end up wearing it was in the crease with sort of a neutral light color on the lid. And it looked fine like that, but I wanted to wear it on my lids with something in the crease. So I kind of had forgotten about it for a while, and I was online doing some research like I always do, and I saw someone's MAC eyeshadow palette, and in their palette they had Satin Taupe sitting next to MAC Smut. And I kept looking at Satin Taupe and then looking at Smut sitting next to it, and I thought, wow, that looks like it would be so pretty together. So, of course, I didn't have Smut, and I say that because MAC has hundreds, no, MAC probably has thousands of eyeshadows, and in the permanent line, I think there's, I don't know, 200, 300, there's tons of shades. And I've been collecting MAC eyeshadows for years, but it's going to be a while before I can have all the permanent ones because, MAC isn't the only brand in the world, so I buy lots of different things. So anyways, on Mother's Day, my mom and I went out and we went out for lunch and we went shopping at the Good Mall. And I call it that because it's far from where I live, but it has the best assortment of stores, and that is Natick Mall in Natick, Massachusetts. So we went up there because, it was a special day, so we wanted to have lots of different places to choose from. So I already showed you the Sephora Pro airbrush that I bought at Sephora, which, again, that video that I did was a first impressions video, but I've been using it every day since, and I love it to put on my foundation. That is the most awesome foundation brush ever. Anyway, in addition to going to Sephora, I also went to the MAC store and I bought MAC Smut eyeshadow. And I came home, and the very next day I tried it with MAC Satin Taupe, and I put Smut, in the crease outer corner area, and I love it. I have worn this combo several times since that day, and I'm going to show you now. I have it on, and it's kind of a strange color, but then so isn't Satin Taupe. I mean, Satin Taupe is very complex. If you look at Satin Taupe, let me hold this up. I have to be careful because I just painted my nails, and even though I put like quick dry top coat on top of the base coat and 2 coats of polish, I never quite trust it to mess it up. This is Sinful Colors Dream On, by the way. I showed this to you, I think, in a haul, but this is the first time that I've actually worn it, and just really pretty color. So I don't want to mess up my manicure and have to redo it tomorrow or whatever. So yeah, let me hold up MAC Satin Taupe. So this is kind of a strange color. It's a taupe, it's a light taupe with sort of silver frost running through it. But under certain lighting conditions, it almost looks like it has sort of a hint of purple to it. I don't know. I don't see it now as I'm looking in the webcam, but it does. So that's what I have on my lids. And then MAC Smut. MAC describes this as a black with red in it. I don't see that at all. I do not see that. This is what I have in the crease and outer corner, and I love this color with Smut. I mean, with Satin Taupe. I see this as sort of a black with purple in it. That's the way I see it. It almost looks like a bluish black or a purpley black. But Max says red. Yeah, I don't see that at all. So that's what I have in the crease and outer corner with the Satin Taupe, and I love it. Now, that makes me wonder what would happen if you just put a straight up black with it with Satin Taupe. I never tried that, never thought to try it. But when I saw this sitting next to Satin Taupe in that person's MAC palette, I said, yeah, I definitely gonna try that. So I love that combo. I don't know, I think a straight up black, I don't think it would look quite right, but the Smut, I really like it. So, if you have those two eyeshadows already, try them together. Love it, love it, love it. And I might as well mention the obvious because for whatever reason decided to go with this Wham! In Your Face lipstick today. This is a lipstick by CoverGirl. It's called Spellbound. And it is a Wham! In Your Face fuchsia. Now, the eyes are already pretty dramatic. And then for whatever reason, I decided to go dramatic on the lips as well. And then I had to paint my nails, so I was like, oh my God, what am I going to put on my nails with this combo? So decided to go with the Dream On, which is not exactly the same shade as the lipstick, but that's okay, right? Because I was planning on wearing this manicure for more than one day, so I actually had on a different colored shirt today, and it just looked awful with the makeup and nails that I had done, which is strange because usually I'll put on my shirt first, then do my makeup and nails, and yeah, just, you know, not every color is going to look right with every other color. So there are like two families of colors, and if, I don't know, my taste in shirts doesn't necessarily go with what I've been into lately for makeup. So that's why if you see me wearing a black shirt, it's because it just goes with everything. You know, you can do anything you want for makeup if you have on a black shirt. So I can really understand these people that wear like black from head to toe every day. You know, I would think it would be boring and tedious and monotonous, but at the same time, then you don't have to worry about your makeup or your nail polish clashing with what you're wearing for clothes, because it definitely does sometimes. I try to make videos Monday through Friday every single day. Couldn't make one yesterday because you remember I was saying I needed a new washing machine? Well, they delivered my washing machine, they hooked it up, they ran it for a few minutes just to make sure it was okay. They left. And I was looking at the dials on the washing machine trying to decide whether I could just wing it or should I read the instruction manual, because it's quite different than the one I had before. It's, you know, it's brand new. And something caught my eye. And so I looked behind the washing machine, and right where the emergency shutoff valves were, there was water leaking. And I was like, oh my God, no. So I shut them off, and the water continued to leak underneath the valves. And I was like, oh my God. So there's also emergency shutoff valves like under the house. And I don't, I hate to sound like the helpless female, but I don't want to get involved with that. I'm not crawling under the house. We don't have a basement. We just have like a crawl space. So I'm not getting involved with that. I thought that I knew where maybe one of them was. So I called my husband at work, and he told me where the first one was. So it's, you know, it's I was on a portable phone. So I went outside, and the valve didn't move. I couldn't move it. So he said, all right, I guess I'm going to have to leave work. I told him what happened and why, you know, I needed to shut those off. So he came home, and to make a long story short, we had to call a plumber. and I had to have those emergency shutoff valves that are behind the washing machine. I had to have them replaced. And it's not just a matter of replacing those. Those are attached to other things underneath, like the plumber had to take the wall apart and replace the things that are underneath that are normally hidden. See, when you don't have a basement, things are done differently in the house. Like normally, most people's washing machine would be in the basement, and then all those things I'm talking about would be like behind the machine, and you wouldn't see them because the machine would be blocking them. But I don't have a basement, so my washing machine is in a laundry room in the house itself, which is actually kind of nice because I've watched my mother like run up and down the stairs to do the laundry at her house, and that looks like a real pain in the butt. So it's kind of nice having a laundry room right in the house. But the downside is all those things I'm talking about are hidden behind a wall, so they had to take apart the wall to get at those other things. So they had to replace the emergency shutoff valves and the things in the wall. And let me just say that plumbers are the highest paid professional people in the country. They get paid more than doctors, more than lawyers. So yesterday, between the washing machine itself and the plumber, was a very, very expensive day. And we had just had a professional out to the house a few days ago for something else that had to be serviced. And I'm not going to bore you with the details. Well, I've already told you too much probably, but let's just say that somebody's going to have to be cutting back on their makeup purchases in the near future. Now, I do have some I still need to review the Revlon moisture stains for you. And I bought something else at Sephora that I haven't shown you yet. So when you see those aren't new things, but I still will be doing reviews on those things. So when it rains, it pours, you guys. Doesn't it seem that way when something goes wrong? A whole bunch of other things go wrong at the same time. I'm going to blame it on the full moon because the full moon is actually tonight. But the time leading up to the full moon and then the full moon and then a few days after, it seems like everything just goes crazy. So hopefully, things will go back to normal now and there won't be any other expensive catastrophes because, yeah, I can't deal with that kind of stuff. So, yeah, but, the basis of this video is what to wear with MAC Satin Taupe. If you have Smut, try it. If you don't have Smut, you might want to try just like a basic black or any kind of a purpley black that you have, because I think that's why I love this so much together, is because the purpley black with the purple undertones in the Satin Taupe seem to just pair so well together. So that's it, you guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.